that now.
For Christ's sake, Mother, have you... Listen, Oh! Get it! Will I keep the pepper sauce?
So kind of off-color then, not a show for the kids. Right?
It's body.
Yeah.
But within bounds of good taste and whatnot. But you laugh simply because it's so realistic. And she means so much. She means well by it. She's not being bluish or anything in any way. And she's a very simplistic mother. In our interview with Brendan, we're at an Irish pub in Toronto doing this, by the way. And this is what he had to say about how the character was developed.
It started as a 5-minute piece on radio and developed from there. I'd love to say, that, Alex, that I had a plan and that I knew how this was going to develop. I didn't. I expected to run for a week. It ran for 3 years. I expected that would be the end of it, but instead I ended up writing a book about Mrs. Brown, which went on to become a bestseller, and a movie starring Angelica Houston playing Mrs. Brown, and it just snowballed, and I'm just writing it.
But why did you pick on a woman character in the first place?
Well, I have 5 sisters, and my dad died when I was very young. I was only 9, and I was a bit cosseted very much by my sisters and by my mother, so I had my mother's influence. I went to a private school recommended by a judge, a reform school, so when I got out of there, to keep me out of trouble, my sisters used to stay on top of me. So I kind of grew up with a female perspective on life. I always had. I didn't know I had. But I always knew that I was better in company with women than I was with men. And
so it served him well then.
Yeah, it has done. And it was based on his mother, who was very educated. She was a university graduate at the University of Glasgow. She was the first woman in Irish Parliament in 1953.
Oh, okay.
So he based the character on her. There was 11 kids in the family, he says, and they were very, very poor. They had 2 rooms. They all had to sleep in a couple of beds, that kind of thing. But out of that has become this.
Now, do you think other stage productions will come out of the other 4 radio plays?
I think that's what he, because as he explained in the clip there, that it was so spontaneous and became so popular that he's just started writing and whatnot, and he wrote 5 plays altogether, and they're continuously in operation in the British Isles. So he got together with, I think David Mervish here contacted him, because David's always over there looking for plays to bring over, and they got together and talked about it. And he brought, this is the latest one.
Yep.
So I think in January there's a possibility there could be more.
Right.
And
I've heard that you don't have to see them in order.
No, they're various things. And this one, you're really laughing. It's wet your pants funny. No, it really is. You just continue.
They're going to put that up on the billboard. You'll wet your pants funny,
well,
Alex Reynolds.
They got a quote in the full-page papers today about me saying this is a miracle cure for the blobs.
Okay, there we go.
So, and it's just continuous laughter. And this is one of those shows where there's a no-no in show business that when you're acting, you don't break anybody up on stage.
Okay.
Remember Red Skelton used to do that? This one, the cast falls apart helplessly out of laughter because that's how spontaneous Brendan is with what he does.
Okay, there we go. On stage now until September 4th at the Cannon Theatre. Catch it now, and Mervish.com for more information. Right now we're heading back to Laurie DeAngelis.
It's all about back to school right here at the Future Shop. For James, Chris, once again, he's going to lead us through just some of the things that we want, like this one, this 27-inch screen.
Incredible, isn't it?
OMG!
Talk about a space-saving idea for kids going away to school. This is the iMac. Basically, it allows you to have a 27-inch screen with a built-in computer in one space. So it's really, really space-saving. Great for kids, great for students going to school, doing word processing spreadsheets, all their homework, surfing the internet, watching movies.
And that's what the new generation is also just gearing towards. It's gearing towards this technology, this...
For sure. I mean, the kids are using this to do everything. Social networking, video, movies, everything. So it's definitely a great option.
Love this. Come on. The iPad?
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit more about just some of the features and well, it's just countless things that they can do.
For sure. There are thousands and thousands of applications that you can use for the iPad right now. Basically, you can surf the internet, you can make letters, it's got a built-in calendar, you can go online, play games, it's got an ebook reader in there, you can download newspapers, download magazines. There's just so many different applications that you can get for the Apple iPad.
Who suits this iPad?
Really,
besides being a fantastic toy to have, really, it really is. Who would suit it?
Students use it. I mean, I would take this piece to class. I could write my notes in there. I can do online research. If I'm an adult, I would use this if I'm traveling. I can download movies, music, books, magazines. I would use it. Seniors like using this because it's a very easy to use machine to get going with. So if they're not comfortable using a computer, this is a great alternative to that.
And it's just thin, and you can take it away and go. We're going to show you a lot more right here at Future Shop, Bob and Annette.
Okay, thanks very much, Lori. We've got some breaking news here. As we told you earlier, a hostage drama is unfolding in Manila at this hour. We've got a live shot of the scene at the moment.
Now, most of the 24 passengers on board this bus are tourists from Hong Kong. A police officer who was fired has been holding them hostage with an automatic rifle. He's demanding that he get his job back. Philippine police in helmets and flak jackets have crouched beside that bus after firing shots at the tires in a bid to end the standoff. So far, there is no word on injuries. Now, we're getting conflicting numbers. We've heard as many as 10 hostages have been freed, including 3 children released unharmed. Also, a senior Chinese diplomat who was monitoring the negotiations says the remaining hostages are calm and peaceful.
Now, this police officer, or former police officer, we should say, he says that he knows he will be killed and that he was, quote, ready to do the same. So
we'll have to update that, and we'll get to it with the news at 8:30. More Morning Live, too. We're back in just a couple of minutes.
Morning Live traffic is brought to you in part by the friendly professionals at 310 Debt.
Hi, I'm Brian Mullen. Your police service does a terrific job in protecting you, your family, and your home. But I believe the first line of defense in home security is a quality alarm system, just like those from Source Security. Source Security professionals know their business, they're affordable, and they've been in our community for 35 years. As a customer and a retired chief of police, I strongly recommend Source Security. Simple, safe, and secure.
Welcome to Terra at Home.
I'm Chris Moretti, and this season, join us and learn how to make your life a little greener, a little more stylish, and a whole lot more fun.
Set your PVR for Terra at Home, Thursdays on CHCH.
Life can change in a flash. Flaherty Sloan Hatfield, personal injury lawyers. We can help. Find out more at flashlaw.ca. Flaherty Sloan Hatfield. Experience, integrity, results.
Hey, keep your head down.
If you fear the puppet, you've got puppophobia. And if you fear the process of renovation,
What is your father doing?
you suffer from renophobia. The Bath Fitter, a lifelong solution to old-school remodeling at a fraction of the cost.
Do a little research at bathfitter.com.
Hi, I'm John Savitas. Do you want to get lean and fit while losing up to 40 pounds in 10 weeks? I'll show you what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat while getting you to the best physical and mental condition of your life. If you want real results, call me, John Savitas, 905-385-LEAN.
Hey, we're back in the kitchen on Morning Live. Teresa Albert, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Your friend in food. That's your handle, isn't it?
That is my handle.
TeresaAlbert.com. Good to have you live on Morning Live, though.
Thank you.
You're the reason I got up early this morning. This is a serious breakfast.
Well,
this looks good.
And breakfast matters, right?
It does matter.
Really, really matters.
You know, it's the old, it's not a cliche. It is the most important meal.
It is the foundation of the entire day.
Yeah.
Like, it really does set your blood sugar level for the day.
You've got one teenager.
I have one teenager.
Yeah, I've got 2. But, and your teenager would know because because Mom's not only
Right.
a British dietitian, but also a chef. So
Right.
She better start eating right. And of course, all teenagers, that's a critical window in terms of nutrition.
It is. We've kind of lost them, right? We've lost control of their time. We've lost their attention. So if we haven't sort of set the stage for them to make it easy for them to make their own choices.
Yeah, educating them and, you know.
Right, because they're out of our sight, right? We don't have an opportunity, right? So, you know, the after-school time, the breakfast time.